10mm pistol caliber carbines have been quietly stealing the spotlight, and for good reason. They pack serious power with the ease and control of a carbine. Whether you're after blistering muzzle velocity or a smooth shooting setup, these rigs deliver. Today, we're counting down the best 10mm PCCs you need to check out. Let's jump right in. The TNW Aero Survival Rifle series stands out as one of the top picks for a 10mm rifle without breaking the bank. While it may not be the absolute cheapest, it offers a fantastic blend of features, design, and price that's hard to beat. These rifles sport sleek designs reminiscent of AR-style rifles, but with their own unique touches. They borrow some elements from the AR layout, such as the safety position, receiver extension, pistol grip, and magwell placement. However, they differ in key areas like the location of the charging handle, the operating system, the receiver design, and of course the barrel design. What's neat about these rifles is that you can easily remove the barrel, which makes them great for takedown and allows for caliber swapping with relative ease. This versatility makes them an excellent choice for survival situations, earning them a spot on this list. The 10mm caliber packs enough punch for self-defense while also being suitable for hunting medium-sized game like deer. With the right ammo, it can even serve as a reliable option for bear defense. These rifles use a standard blowback operating system with a hefty bolt to ensure safe operation. While straight blowback doesn't do much for recoil reduction, the manageable power of a pistol cartridge means your shoulder won't take a beating. If you fancy switching things up, the 10mm variant can be converted to shoot 45 ACP without much hassle or expense. Additionally, the Aero Survival Rifle series also offers sub-gun pistol versions for those who prefer something more compact than a full-size rifle. Overall, it's hands down the best 10mm option you can find for under $1,000. Despite being one of the oldest American firearm manufacturers with a catalog of well-established and time-honored models, Smith & Wesson's recent history has shown the company's willingness to innovate. With its M&P product lineup, including everything from rotary-barreled pistols to dual-magazine tube shotguns and folding pistol caliber carbines, it's the latter that the company has updated with the M&P FPC and 10mm Auto. The original folding pistol caliber carbine, chambered in 9mm Luger, uses a simple blowback action housed within an aluminum tube receiver and folds horizontally to a length just slightly longer than its barrel. The 10mm FPC is identical except with slightly larger dimensions. It weighs 10 ounces more and is a quarter-inch longer overall. The rifle's 16.25-inch barrel with its muzzle threaded takes advantage of the impressive ballistics that the 10mm cartridge can deliver from a long gun. A tungsten-infused recoil buffer system helps to contain that power. The rifle's full-size grip and texturing is borrowed from the M&P Big 10, and it uses the same interchangeable backstrap system and performance center-style flat-face trigger. Function and controls are also the same as the 9mm FPC, with a bilateral bolt release, cross-bolt safety, reversible magazine release, and ambidextrous charging handle placed behind the action. Supplied without sights, the FPC is optics-ready with a Picatinny rail running the length of its handguard. M-lock slots on the handguard provide additional places to mount accessories. The rifle uses 15-round M&P 10mm M2.0 handgun magazines. 3 are supplied with each rifle, 1 in the action with 2 spares in the magazine carrier built into the stock. A version equipped with 10-round magazines is also available for those who live in areas with magazine capacity restrictions. The Smith & Wesson M&P FPC 10mm has an MSRP of $699. I don't know anyone who shot the Ruger LC Carbine and didn't like it. The original version was compact, light recoiling, and easy to shoot fast. The only problem? You could only get it in the diminutive 5.7x28 cartridge. A 45 ACP version was a welcome addition, but now we have what might be the most compelling version yet: the Ruger LC Carbine in 10mm. The specs for the Ruger LC Carbine 10mm Auto closely follow the original rifle and its 45 ACP update. At its heart is a blowback action that uses a Uzi-style overhung bolt housed within an aluminum alloy receiver. This design allows for the rifle to be compact and feed from a magazine housed in the pistol grip. Like the 45 LC Carbine, the 10mm version is full-size Glock magazine compatible. The fire control system is Ruger's hammer-fired secure action system. Controls including bilateral manual safeties and bolt releases and reversible magazine release are all within easy reach from the pistol grip. In a change over the original 5.7 LC carbines, the big bore versions have a short section of M1913 Picatinny rail molded into the lower receiver in front of the trigger guard and additional M-lock slots in the CNC machined aluminum handguard for mounting accessories. The rifle is supplied with Ruger's fully adjustable rapid deploy folding backup sights. The LC Carbine 10mm has a 16.25-inch barrel with its muzzle threaded for attaching suppressors and other muzzle accessories. The bad news is that the Ruger LC Carbine and 10mm has an MSRP of $1,049, which is kind of spendy for a PCC. B&T's APC-10 emerges as a cutting-edge contender in the 10mm realm, boasting innovation and sleek design. Much like its predecessor, the APC-9, the gun employs a straight blowback system complete with an integral buffer. The buffer effectively takes the bite out of the potent 10mm cartridge, rendering shooting experiences smoother and more manageable. A standout feature of the APC-10 is its compatibility with Glock 20 magazines, readily available and easy to find. From dual non-reciprocating folding charging handles to intuitive lower receiver controls, the firearm offers a user-friendly experience that caters to both left and right-handed shooters. The trigger deserves a special mention. With a light and crisp action, it facilitates precise shooting, enhancing overall accuracy. Just toss an optic and this powerhouse transforms into a formidable tool for home defense. Florida-based Kel-Tec has a solid offering for avid fans of the centimeter in the form of a 10mm Sub-2000 that takes Glock magazines and delivers serious ballistic performance from its 16.25-inch barrel. The company's been making the blowback action Sub-2000 for a quarter century, and the handy folding carbine has evolved across 3 generations since then. The Kel-Tec Sub-2000 GLK and 10mm weighs 5.6 pounds, which is about a pound heavier than the 9mm and 5.7 variants, suggesting the gun has been beefed up to handle the spicier round. This particular model feeds from Glock magazines from the G20 or G40, but other magazine patterns may come in the future. Other than that, the Sub-2000 GLK and 10mm is pretty much a straightforward gun. The Gen 3 version includes a clever rotating handguard that allows optics mounting even when the gun is stowed in the folding position. It's blowback operated with a rather decent trigger. The sides of the front of the rifle are covered with M-lock slots, and the top has a long stretch of Picatinny rail for mounting optics or sights. The barrel is threaded so you can mount a muzzle device or suppressor, and while the cross-bolt safety isn't technically ambidextrous, it's easy to flick on or off with either your thumb or, if needed, your index finger. The MSRP on the Gen 3 Sub-2000 GLK and 10mm is listed at $599 in its black finish standard model. Want to own a space gun? Sure you do. Definitely an unorthodox choice, the Kriss Vector CRB is perhaps one of the most advanced pistol caliber carbine platforms you can find on the market. Behind the over-the-top design lies high-end machinery with a low-bore axis and a unique recoil mitigation system called Super V. This effortlessly redirects energy that manages recoil and muzzle rise, which allows fast follow-up shots. The nonlinear bolt blowback mechanism in the 6-position stock define it as a high-end sporting rifle. It has intuitive ambidextrous safeties, and you operate the bolt and mag release with your offhand while your strong hand shoots. It's compatible with Glock magazines, just like the Aero Survival. No doubt the Kriss Vector CRB might sit well with regular gunfolk, but if you want to dip your toes in sporting rifles, best believe this is one of the most reliable 10mm options on the market. It's available in both 15 and 17 round capacity, and there's a 9mm model too. One thing's for sure, if you settle on a Vector as your 10mm carbine, you're likely to have the most unique gun at the range, not to mention perhaps one of the most advanced PCC systems available. This is a high-end option, but the CMMG Banshee is a force to be reckoned with. The CMMG line has all kinds of models, calibers, rifles, and pistol types that are worthy of mentioning, but I'll stick to the Banshee. It's a screamer. The 10mm works great with the CMMG radial delayed system, which practically makes the recoil almost non-existent, and it's one of the most fascinating firearm engineering feats I've seen. It throws out the necessity for bolts, buffers, or recoil springs out the window. The Banshee's short and super lightweight with a 5.5-pound weight with an AR-type build. It eats through 180-grain bullets and practically spits fire. Expect smooth control and rapid follow-up shots with impeccable target acquisition. Much like the Kriss, it chomps on Glock mags. There's a staggeringly high price to pay for a pistol caliber rifle like this. Even if you finally convince yourself to snag one, it'll be difficult to find one in stock. If budget's a concern, you might want to skip this portion of the video. Dakota Tactical is a small company, but if you're a big fan of MP5, you've probably heard of them. This 10mm MP5 clone is not cheap, with the more affordable pistol model selling for $5,500, but these subguns give you all the roller-delayed love you could ever want. And don't worry about claw mounts, there's a Picatinny rail on top, perfect for adding a red dot sight. The straight magazines just look like the original MP5 mags, giving it a cool look. Instead of a stock, there's a sling swivel at the back. It's as MP5 as it gets. Unfortunately, it's also very expensive, and Dakota Tactical isn't mass producing them, so grab one when you can. Admit it. You look at this at the gun show and checked your pockets for the spare change to take it home. No shame, because what the Hi-Point 1095 lacks in style and grace, it more than makes up for in reliability. Not to mention you aren't going to cry if you dent its fender. Basic as a long gun comes, the 1095 simple blowback action gives it the chops to chew through any ammo you feed it. And weighing in at a hefty 7 pounds, the gun makes the 10mm a veritable kitten. Even the hot stuff. Slap a suppressor on it. Yes, it has a threaded muzzle, and the carbine might be one of the most manageable on the market. Also, unlike many PCC options, the 1095 has last round hold open. To the downside, it's ugly. It's ugly, and it has several undesirable design points. The sights are no picnic, but can be removed via set screws if you want to run a red dot, and the body's made of polymer, which doesn't give it quite a premium feel or look. But the real kick in the pants is the magazine. It's proprietary and only 10 rounds. Still, if you've got a beggars can't be choosers budget, Hi-Point has you covered, and dependably so. A PCC specialist, JRC has earned a dedicated following over the years with well-made long guns. Its 10mm carbines are no exception. And while both the gunmaker's key mod and takedown models are both solid options, the latter is eminently more useful. Broken down, the carbine is a tidy 16-inch long, 6-pound package, which is to say it has the potential to be your constant companion. Constructed around a single-piece, aircraft-grade aluminum, the takedown 10mm is extremely robust and nearly impervious to outside grit and grim. Of course, it's a simple blowback system, which means the action is stiff, slowing manipulation down a hair. At the same tick, it'll run through anything you feed it, which is ideal in a utility carbine. Given it accepts Glock magazines, you have plenty of capacity options at your disposal. In addition to this, Just Right Carbine has included some other intriguing features to make it handy no matter the circumstances. Reversible ejection, top rail for the addition of an optic, and standard AR-15 controls. Overall, JRC gives you a do-all carbine you can always keep in hand.